Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living Weekly Live broadcast. Today is Sunday, March 10th of 2024. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives that create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Today our topic is about fasting, the gift of slowing down. Fasting is about not doing, right? It is about not doing. It is about a non-action, if you will. It is about emptying your slate, your body, your grid on which you occupy and exist and act in this material realm, in this 3D realm. It's about emptying that. It's about ceasing the activity of that grid and allowing Source to occupy and to it's like write upon the slate what wants to be written on those days of fasting and those times of fasting. And this is the ultimate getting out of your way to just read what has been written in your book. If you think of uh the creation coming into being in through sound, through vibration, through what is to be written upon this canvas, and your body as being a canvas that writes your story, records your purpose and your knowledge that you're here uh, to glean from this world, to really learn from while you're here. When you think of that, this is the way of saying, okay, I'm going to let that slate be clean and let that slate just be empty. I'm not writing anything upon it for this time of fasting. Not going to put any food in. I'm not going to put any drinks that are going to alter my consciousness. I'm not going to clutter the space. I'm not going to consume even like television or music, but just be still and allow myself to be emptied and cleared and let what is written upon this slate of my being, my consciousness, be a be here for me to just be still, be present with and read and listen to and hear and understand. So this is what fasting is, and we're going to go through a meditation today that will, God willing, take us on a practice of fasting, what it means to be in that state of clearing the slate, being in the emptiness, being in the stillness, and listening. So let's begin by coming into our meditation and healing circle. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. And bring everything to face toward the center of our circle. Together we call on our Source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. Just imagine, perceive this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle, totally clearing, cleansing, purifying the space, and let this light come into the center of your circle, coming into your body through the top of your head, and let it come in and fill your circle, your sphere of your existence, your grid, your template upon which your story is written and your existence takes place. Your movie plays out. And just let that light come in through the top of your head and let it travel all the way through, right? It's already there. What you're doing is just making the intention to experience it and feel it and bring your witnessing to it, your attention to it. And just see if you can touch into the flow of energy of this light as it streams through the top of your head and flows along the center channel of your body, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, coming down through the center, all the way along, like through your head, through your throat, through your heart space, that space behind your heart and in front of your spine, and along your center channel, all the way through center of your pelvic bowl, that center of gravity in your body, and all the way through your pelvic floor. And just focus on that pure divine light at the center of your body, from the top of your head to your base. And just witness that flow of light as it flows along your core. And just let yourself take a full, gentle inhale. And as you do, draw your energy in to your vertical core. Draw your energy into your vertical core. So draw your energy into the center of your body. Bring all of the parts of yourself, right, to be present with you in your center. Breathe them in, and as you exhale, drop down and land along this vertical core into your pelvic bowl, and let your entire being sit upon the chair that you're in, or the bed, or the floor, wherever you are. You might want to elongate, lengthen your spine, and feel your head aligned over your heart, aligned over the center of your pelvic bowl, so that center channel is aligned, and that circuitry, that electrical circuitry of that light, is a straight line with one plugged into the other. So your head is directly over your heart, and you feel that energy flow through the top of your head and down to your heart center, and feel that electric circuit plug into your heart center. Feel that flow between your heart and your head. And take a breath and let that energy flow through your heart and down and into that sacral center at the center of your pelvic bowl, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, and let that circuitry plug in to that center, right there at that center of gravity. That is that wellspring of life force energy that springs forth and gives that creative life force, that electricity, that juice, adds that juiciness to this electrical circuit. Let that plug in there, and let that wellspring of life force energy join that circuit of light, the center of your body, flowing from the top of your head to your base, and from the base to the top of your head. Just be present with that flow. And again, as you inhale, draw all of your energy into this vertical core, all the parts of yourself to be present with you in this center core of light. And as you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. Let your seat land onto the earth. And feel your connection with the ground beneath you. And you might want to just move around, give a flow to your pelvis, to your hips, and really let that energy. A lot of times our hips get really locked up, our belly, our diaphragm. So you can bring some breaths into that space and some movement into your hips, and just let that space be, just have some gentle flow to it. Whatever you feel like your body needs, if it's your shoulders, your neck, your head, your arms, whatever your body needs, just give it that openness and that gentle flow, but keep your energy inside along your vertical core as best you can, and just let that flow have its movement along your vertical core. The name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, and just be present along this vertical core. of your body, letting this light flow in through the top of your head all the way. And you can use your hands too to just make that motion from the top of your head, running your hands along the side of your head, and make that motion all the way down your body, just tracing that vertical core and that flow of light. Let's see if that helps you to tune into it even more uh, intently. And breathing that light, breathing that light. And let's take a minute and just for that space of your jaw. But sometimes the jaw and the throat can get really tight. Bring your tongue to the tip of your tongue to the, like you're making an L sound, the O. And when you make that O sound, just let the back of your jaw, where your jaw hinges, let that drop. Like your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth and the front of your mouth, and let the back, your tongue is an amazing thing. It goes, if you look, it's this huge thing that attaches to the bottom of your jaw, and it's an incredible muscle. So let that whole muscle relax and let that bottom of your jaw just drop, right? It is hinged, so it won't fall. But let that oh vibrate through your tongue and into your lower jaw and your throat. And let that vibration just loosen any constriction you have there. And let that oh, let it drop. And just any of that constriction you might feel loosening up from your throat, just blow that out and return to that oh, and let it continue to drop. You can even feel that vibration begin to resonate all the way down your vertical core, all the way along that vertical core, along the front of your spine, and between your rib cage, right? And just let all of that loosen. Let it drop, let it relax. Just notice that vibration as it moves into your chest, and give a gentle tapping around your heart center and the front of your chest, under your collarbones, from side to side, and even stroking lightly down the sides of your throat and your neck, just letting that energy move and release and loosen. And give that tapping into your heart center to help to release any constriction and tension held at the front of your heart space. And again, as we come together and call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you, we ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love, and just let that funnel of energy from the front of your heart space, let that just face directly forward and slightly up. And as you call on that unconditional love, let it stream right into that funnel at the front of your heart, and let your breath breathe in through this breathing portal of that funnel at the front of your chest or your heart center. Breathe that unconditional love all the way into the very center of your chest and into the center of your body. It might only go so far in on the first breath, and just let it gently flow around in your heart space. And as it releases any of the blocks or the barriers or the constriction or the clutter. Just blow that out with your exhale, with your next breath. Take that unconditional love in deeper into your heart center. And as you exhale, just blow out any clutter, any excess, right? And again, just letting that light continue to flow along your vertical core. Breathe that unconditional love in through your heart center, all the way into that vertical core. So that pure divine light and that unconditional love are streaming together through your vertical core, filling the entire core of your being with pure divine light, Ya Nur, and unconditional love, Ya Wadud. And letting this light and this love stream along your vertical core, filling your entire center of your body with pure divine light, unconditional love. Like I said, it's already there, but you're bringing your focus and your attention and your awareness and allowing, you're adjusting your elongation of your spine and your alignment of your spine so that it has a clear flow through the center of your body. If you notice any constriction, just gently bring your breath to those places of constriction. Let your breath inhale into that space that feels okay for you, and just give a gentle expansion into that space and see if that pure divine light and unconditional love will continue to move through that space, traveling along your vertical core from your head all the way through your center channel, through your base, and from your base all the way through to your head. And all of your energy centers, your subtle energy centers of perception, they're perceiving things in your energy sphere, and they all meet at that center. So just invite all of your attention and your awareness to meet you in that center channel of your body and bask in this pure divine light and unconditional love. Ya Nur, the pure divine light. Ya Wadud, the unconditional love. And to let that vibrate along your core and meet your vertical core. Join all of your parts of your energy together at your vertical core of your body. And again, together, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. The eternal compassion is the compassion that is the womb of our entire existence. It is what contains all of our existence in this womb of compassion, in this ocean of living consciousness, right? This womb is the membrane that contains our time-space reality, the one that we materially exist in while we're here on planet Earth to do this thing called life, to be this thing called living in this Earth journey, in these Earth bodies, right? So let your energy meet at your vertical core. And as you exhale, now drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, and let your entire body, your entire existence, and your essence really be held in this womb of eternal compassion, this whole womb of compassion. Let your whole being be held there and be supported there, be contained there, rest into this ocean of compassion where you are fully connected and contained, held, supported, recognized, acknowledged, loved, and completely and totally not only accepted, but expected. You are accepted and you are expected. So you are here for a purpose, for a reason. Your presence is expected. And you are held and you are loved. You are nurtured. You are cared for. You are provided for. You are never alone. So let your whole being rest in this pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion, held in this ocean of living consciousness, right? our womb of our existence, this eternal compassion, contains us in this ocean of living consciousness that is one ocean. And as the poet Rumi says, you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop. Let your entire being rest in this ocean. Be the drop. Be the drop. The knowledge of the entire ocean of existence is contained and written into your drop. All of the meanings of all of the names of everything in creation is breathed into your vessel when your consciousness was breathed into your physical form before your body was born onto this earth and that umbilical cord was cut. All of that knowledge was there, and it stays intact within you no matter what happens in this world and this earth. And your story in terms of what you're here to learn, the wisdom you're here to gain, the experiences you're here to have, what you're to gain from them, what you're to do with them, the purpose you're to serve, the truth of your existence, and your connection and immersion with your source is all written into your drop. Your drop of ocean contains your entire story. And one of the things that the Sufi teachings say is to read your book. Read your book. Read the book of the cosmos, read the book of your body, read the book of Quran, which is written in code. When you learn how to decode it, it contains messages beyond what it sounds like when we just hear the translation of it. It contains incredible mysteries and hidden information there to be decoded. But let's be present. Be present with your body. We're here to talk about fasting. And fasting is not about doing, but about not doing. It's about the absence of doing. And I'm going to read from, this is a book, and if you're seeing me, you're going to laugh because I'm putting on double glasses because the writing in this book is so teeny tiny. I can't see it with one set of my regular reading glasses, not even my strongest ones. So I double up on my glasses to read this. And I'm going to read a quote from this book. It's from the translations of Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, and it's from the openings revealed in Mecca. And this is translated by Schweb, Dr. Eric Winkle. This is book number 9 that contains his teachings on fasting. And I'm going to read a quote from page 25. It says, "Since fasting is not eating, that is a non-doing, it has the quality of transcendence. It is not this, not that, and so it is not even an it, a thing. God is not like this or like that, and is not a solid material thing. So the fast is," and he puts in quotes, "nothing is his likeness, and God is, nothing is his likeness." So the fast, when he's talking about the his in this area, when he's talking about the fast, he's talking about the masculine noun of the fast, his. So nothing is the likeness of the fast, and God is, nothing is the likeness of God. So he's referring to the nothingness, the absence of being, the absence of doing, the absence of existence. This is why God said the fast is mine. God said the fast is mine. It is in the true dimension neither a worship ritual nor an action. So it's even better than prayer, as they say, better than prayer. If there's not in a competitive way, if you will, but it is like it says, even the prayer, not in this book right now, I'm speaking from other teachings, it says that even the prayer, the fasting is even better than the prayer, because even the prayer is something we do for ourselves. We do prayer for ourselves to connect ourselves. Fasting is a getting out of the way and allowing the divine to be, and being present with and witnessing what is when we are not. When we are not doing, when we are not focusing on our own existence. So the fast is mine. God said, the fast is mine. It is in the true dimension neither a worship ritual nor an action. Now it is acceptable for the word action to be applied to fasting, as in I am fasting, just as it is acceptable, according to us, to apply the phrase something with being to the intelligible true, capital T true, right? So what it's saying is we use that fasting as a verb, as an action, just like we use a noun to speak of the intelligible true, the essence of God. You see, with the one God whose existence is exactly his essence. So the material presence is exactly the non-material essence. The correlation of being to God is not the correlation of being to us. Indeed, and again in quotes, nothing, so nothing, capital N, nothing, is his likeness. So when we are in the state of the fasting, we are in the nothing. We are like releasing the existence. We are releasing all things of the presence. We're releasing all things of the presence from our witnessing and just being with the essence of what is. We're no longer consuming our thoughts with food or with drink or with our phones or with our televisions or even music, right? And I know music can really touch into the soul, and there is very incredibly healing and transmutable music. But even this is just being with what is. So in fasting, we're in the month of Lent. We're coming up on the month of, or actually this is the beginning. I believe Ramadan begins tonight. And this is also National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. And I bring that in because in my own journey, my own walking really began with ulcerative colitis. I had ulcerative colitis, fibrocystic disease, hypoglycemia. I had a lot of digestive issues going on that I was told were incurable. And I was told to take steroids and to eat foods that did not have fiber, to feed myself in a certain way. But I was never told, hey, give your body a break. What actually healed, right, was not to eat a diet of white bread, not wheat bread, potatoes and potato soup, and those kind of things that I was told to consume, no raw fruits or vegetables. It was to stop the consumption and to just be, and to allow my body and assist my body to really cleanse itself and purify itself so that it had a time of fasting. Your body has incredible power to heal itself. Your body has an innate wisdom. It knows how to repair itself. We need to give it the conditions and to trust its wisdom. So to give it the conditions to heal itself means stop doing. Stop putting a bunch of stuff in. You can give yourself nutrient-dense foods if you need nourishment, but only the super nutrient-dense foods that your body doesn't have to work for. It's like giving your body a spa day and just letting your body have a break, letting it eliminate its excess, letting it eliminate its toxicity. And as you sit in your state of being and be in the remembrance, like what we start this meditation with, just to be in that, and let yourself focus on that pure divine light, the unconditional love, the eternal compassion, and be in that witnessing of that pure light that runs through the core of your being. And let your breath be with that. Your breath be with that. Be in that state of witnessing, melt into that presence within you. Melt into the presence within you and be in the essence. Dissolve, allow yourself to dissolve into the essence of the light within you. So again, take a breath and draw all of your energy into your vertical core. And as you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl and lean back into your spine. And just feel that pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. Just feel that move through you as your whole being is now contained in this flow of this light. And let this light pour over you. And just let yourself be with your breath, be with that flow of light. And just see if there's a part of you that can dissolve into this light and be present. There's another book that I've delved into a little bit. It's called Deathless Light Body, Deathless Consciousness, or the Future Evolution of Humankind. This is by Thiru R. Rupusamy. And it's about the Breatharianism. It's just something that I'm really fascinated with as well. And what they do in Breatharianism that helps them to subsist and source their provision from other than the foods of food, right, is to lean into this space and focus on the pure compassion of God. Let that be the breath that breathes you. It is the breath that breathes you, right? So tapping the place that sources you, right? Tapping every need that you have, like turning that need to tap into that breath that sources you, and let the breath, the pure compassion, Ar-Rahman, of the most merciful, most compassionate, letting that be what sources you and feeds you in every moment of your fasting. Even if you choose not to be a breatharian, that's okay. But at this time of fasting, just let yourself, just any other thoughts of any other needs that come in, just let them come in and just see if you want to turn them directly into this source of pure divine light and unconditional love and eternal compassion. Like if you notice them coming in, just bring them to turn directly and like reach to this source and just let this source come into those places of need within you, and let those needs be sourced by this pure divine light, unconditional love and eternal compassion. And let your being be met and receive that provision. And if you're having a little fear come up around whether that's safe, whether that's okay, so let yourself receive for this moment. Get a taste of it. What does that feel like to receive that source of provision when you feel you have a need? Our needs are real. Yes, they're real. So as you feel whatever it is that you feel a need for. Just let this join you in this flow of pure divine light. Let it like turn up to that light in its neediness and let it be sourced. Let this light come in. And just as this light, as you stand in this light, let this light just dissolve you and let your being become the light. And just notice your breath. Notice where your breath is in your body. And again, as you inhale into your vertical core, inhale all of your energy into your vertical core, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, anchor into your pelvic bowl, really land. Feel yourself anchored in that center of gravity, right at the center of your pelvic bowl, halfway front to back, halfway side to side, beneath your navel, where you feel like that place of stability and balance in your body. That wellspring of life force energy comes from there. Let yourself be anchored there and lean back into your spine. Notice your breath. And as you lean back into your spine, just let yourself, let your breath fall back into that space at the front of your spine. It's behind your heart and in the front of your spine. And just see if you can focus your breath into that space. And just notice the movement of your breath in that space at the back of your heart, between your heart and your spine. As you rest and just let this pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion flow over you. Let your entire being be dissolved into this light and this love and compassion, and just be and witness. Witness this space. Focus on your breath, this place in the back of your heart. Make your intention that the breath of source that breathes you, right, comes in through this space in the back of your heart. So make your intention that as you focus on this breath, you're focusing on the breath of source that breathes you as it comes into your body. And let this breath breathe you and come all the way into your body. And let yourself receive and be. So a being and an allowing and a witnessing. And let your being be fed, nourished, hydrated, and completely sourced by this breath that comes in. And let yourself just rest into the center channel of your body in this essence of light and be sourced by this breath that breathes through you. Another saying, a Hadith Qudsi, says that God said, I was a hidden treasure and I desired to be known. So I created the creation and I made them to recognize me so that they can know me, so that I can be known through them. So let yourself rest into this vibration of light, the center of your being, this essence of light. Dissolve into this light and feel yourself being sourced by this breath that breathes you through the treasure chest of your heart, the hidden treasure that is revealed through the treasure chest of your heart. Just let yourself rest into this place. Be cradled in your own spine, along your own spine. And just imagine you're in the womb of your own container here, cradled along your spine, and let that back of your heart be like the umbilical cord, the breath that breathes you and sources you with nourishment, with light, with compassion. And feel the compassion. Feel the compassion hold you, nurture you, support you, love you, completely supporting you and providing for you everything that you need. And everything that you need has already been written here. This is just for you to receive and witness. Receive and witness. And if you must feel something, feel gratitude. Feel gratitude, awe, reverence. Melt into the incredible majesty, the incredible light, the incredible unconditional love, the essence of love and the essence of compassion. Let your whole being rest in that and be that. And if any fears come up or needs come up, just invite them in this moment to receive from this light, this love, this compassion. Invite them to receive. It doesn't mean you're saying no to them. You're offering them a gift. It doesn't mean that you won't feed them later. You're offering them a gift in this moment. Allow them the opportunity to receive this incredible gift. And just be. Kun fayakun, be and it is. 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 And if you're listening to the recording, you may want to turn this off and stay in this place. I'm going to bring our call to a close. And if anyone wants to share anything or ask for anything or support, you're welcome to. If you're on Facebook, there's a link there you can click that will take you to a page where you can join us. If you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. Find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive the reminders and replays. When you do, you'll receive 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet that is a reminder of who and what we are and why we're here. The other is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation to help you to connect in with the pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the truth of who you are at the core of your being. And of course, our replays are always on. They're on the blog of that same site, communityforconsciousliving.com. You're welcome to consume them liberally and to share them widely. With that, I thank you for being here. Ending the recording now and opening for Q&A. Again, take that final full breath into the core of your being, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, anchor into your body, and feel your connection on the earth. All right. I'll see you next week. If not sooner, you're always welcome to reach out to me if you need anything between our calls. Thanks.